So we have our presenter today here. His name is Wade Menard. He's the Business Development Manager, National and Strategic Accounts of Cunard, North America. So we're also very pleased to be joined by Charlie Sylvia, who is the Vice President of Trade Relations from Cruise Lines International Association. So we'll get into the content here. I'm going to pass it over to Charlie first, and I'll pull up your slides here. So take it away, Charlie.
Eilish, thank you so much. I want to thank everyone from Baxter Media for this wonderful opportunity. And thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for taking the time to view our presentation. I'm just going to give you a quick preview of our recent State of the Cruise Industry report that we issued. This is the latest data. You're getting the up-to-date data on the cruise industry for 2024 and all of our business analytics that cover through all the way through 2023. So on the next slide, I just want to, for those of you who may not know me, I want you to be able to contact me. Here's my email address. And if you feel free to scan the QR code and follow me on social media, because I oftentimes will put valuable information up on my accounts to help you grow your cruise business. Information that will help you dispel myths and misconceptions about cruising and other really cool factoids about cruising that I'm sure you and your market will find very interesting. The next slide goes into what CLIA is, and CLIA is Cruise Lines International Association. We're the Global Cruise Industry Trade Association. For those of you who may be new to the industry, we want you to know that CLIA is your trade association if you are a cruise-focused travel advisor. And we are here to be your unified voice for the entire industry. Remember, when we talk about the cruise industry, we're talking about all of you, ladies and gentlemen, because travel advisors are our #1 distribution channel. So without you, we are nothing. So it's a great privilege to be with all of you. The next slide will show that our mission is to help you succeed. We're all about our members' success. And when we talk about our members, we're not just talking about our cruise line members and river cruise marketing affiliates. We're talking about our travel trade community. And believe it or not, CLIA's travel agent membership, or travel trade membership rather, is the largest in the world. We have 63,000 members in the United States and Canada alone. That makes us the largest travel trade organization in the world, and we are privileged and proud to serve all of you. So we're here to help you succeed. If you're not already a member of CLIA, please do join us. We encourage you to join because our benefits are valuable and they're designed to help you make money and save money. We want you to maximize your cruise sales potential. The next slide will show you that our industry, just a quick kind of like a 30,000 foot view of our industry. You know that the cruise industry is only 2%. We only account for 2% of travel and tourism sector. So the opportunity is limitless. And believe it or not, when you think about commercial shipping, we are less than 1% of all commercial ships in the world. So cargo, I mean, we can't even compete. So my point is this, that this industry is boundless with opportunity. We've shown consistent and steady growth over the past 50 years, and we will continue to show more and more growth. We grow at about 7% a year, and you can quote me on that. And we won't grow any more than about 7% a year. And you can say that with a smile, because you know why? We can't build the ships fast enough. That's why. 7% we max out virtually every year. We are also more resilient than other sectors of the industry. As a matter of fact, the UN's World Travel and Tourism Council predicted certain growth for the overall leisure travel industry for 2023. Well, believe it or not, the cruise industry beat that by more than 15%. So we are more resilient than other parts of the leisure travel industry. The next slide will show you just our passenger volume. I want you to see that in 2023 globally, 31.7 million passengers sailed on a cruise. Now that's up 6.8% from our last really normal year, right, which was 2019. So now we're back to normalcy, ladies and gentlemen, and we're no longer in a period of mere profitability or modest profitability. We are now in a period of prosperity once again. You can see where the various source regions for all of those passengers came from. And if I'm going a little bit fast, don't worry. Again, this will be recorded, so you can go back to the recording to look at any one of these slides. The next slide will show you that intent to cruise is strongest than it's ever been. Believe it or not, 82% of those who have cruised said that they will cruise again within the next 12 to 18 months. And look at those statistics. 12% of cruise travelers cruise twice a year, and 10% of cruise travelers take 3 to 5 cruises a year. So there's some real fun statistics on there. You can actually share that information. And again, if you follow me on social media, you'll see a lot of memes that you can actually share on your social media that shows all these really cool statistics. The next slide shows that global cruise capacity is expected or forecast to grow at least 10% from now into 2028. You can see right now in 2023, we had 656,000 lower berths. Now, for those of you new to the industry, a berth is a bed. So 656,000 lower berths in all of our cruise ships, all of our CLIA member cruise ships, which account for about 300 cruise ships around the world. We're expecting that number to be 745,000 lower berths within the next 4 years because the industry is growing. And the next slide will show that the age is coming down too. When I got started at CLIA, I've been a CLIA member for 30 years, but I started working for them 10 years ago. When I started working for CLIA 10 years ago, the average age of a cruiser was 55 years old. Well, guess what? That number is coming down and down and down. The average age of a cruise traveler right now is 46. And look at the generations who plan to cruise. It's not just us us Gen Xers, right? I'm a Gen Xer, 1968, right? But you can see millennials and Gen Zs are also strong, and they're just coming up and up and up. So the future is bright indeed. The next slide shows you, folks, that I love this, that last year, 27% of all cruises were first-timers. Now, that's an increase of 12% compared to the prior 2-year period. 27% of all cruises were first-timers. Now that just translates into a huge commercial or business opportunity for all of you. The next slide will show you that travel advisors are driving business and that your influence is tremendously important to consumers. 73% of cruise travelers say that travel advisors have a meaningful impact on their decision to cruise. So really, it's you. I always like to say the cruise lines order the ships, but we travel advisors, we help pay for them, don't we? We make it possible for them to be paid for. So on the next slide, you'll see that all of the ships that are launching in 2024, and you see Sun Princess up there, but most importantly, I am proud to say that Queen Anne, and Wade will certainly cover this in his presentation, but Queen Anne is in service, ladies and gentlemen, and it's just wonderful to see 4 Cunard Queens. It's a 249th ship in their history, sailing as of May of 2024. And you can see the other ships that are coming up. Up next, we've got Silver Ray. I'm going to be on Utopia of the Seas very shortly. The next slide will show you that in the next 4 years, 56 new cruise ships will be sailing. That's 127,000 additional lower berths. That's net of the ships that we will be recycling, and represents a more than $39 billion investment by the cruise lines in future hardware. The next slide is going to just show you, this is my last slide. This is really cool information. Don't ever let anyone tell you that we are only building ships of a certain size. Look at that. Look at the breakdown of the current and future fleet, and it shows the balance of ship sizes. Yes, 28% of our ships are 3,000 to more than 4,000 lower berths, but look at 39%. Now, this is the majority. This is 39% of the ships in our cruise line fleet are between 1,000 and fewer than or less than 3,000 lower berths. So don't let anyone tell you that we only build one type of ship. We build all types. And then, of course, the smaller ships with fewer than or less than 1,000 lower berths account for 34% of ships in our global fleet. My last slide is just all of our contact information. Please follow CLIA. It's CLIA Global on all of the majors. Our hashtag is WeAreCruise. Feel free to use that whenever you're on a cruise. And you can see our website, cruising.org. That's where you go to join CLIA. We hope that you do. And if you are already a member, it's our privilege to serve you. And with that, I will turn it over to my esteemed colleague, Wade Menard.
Wow. Well, thank you so much, Baxter Media, for giving me the opportunity to be here. And Charlie, wow. Thank you for all that outstanding good news that gives us all the passion to keep moving forward in this cruise industry, because it really truly is a bright future for all of us. And there's just so much to look forward to. So my name, as everyone has told you, is Wade Menard, and I am very proud to work for Cunard North America as a national accounts manager. Before we get going, I would just ask you to take a snapshot of my QR code. I know it looks kind of fuzzy on that screen, but it does work. I took a picture of it myself. This will connect you with all of our sales staff, all of the people that can help you if your BDM is out on the road and you can't reach them. Sales support team will be there. It also accesses our travel advisor professional reference guide. It gives you all of our brochures, our flyers, marketing materials, everything you could ever want is on that QR code. So definitely make sure you're taking advantage of that. So let's get right in today and have this real in-depth look at Cunard, who we are, how we've evolved as a brand. I want to dispel some myths about the brand and also the biggest marketing trend Cunard has ever seen. So we have been in business for 183 years, nearly 184 years. And that kind of tenure is just unheard of with most companies on the planet, let alone a cruise line. So we are very, very proud of what we have accomplished. What's really special to us at Cunard is that we have taken the fabled, storied history of our past and kept that into play in our modern ships, but we've brought everything for the brand into the modern era. We've modernized our ships. We've modernized everything about us so that it is just a truly playful luxury experience to be had by all. Now, we're renowned for carrying politicians, movie stars, all kinds of famous people, and that is still truth today. However, we certainly carry more of the average guest like you and I than we do of movie stars. So let's have a little look at this great brand and see how we can help you sell this more. Now, there are 3 brand pillars that go into each and everything we do on a daily basis to make sure we have a very constant, beautiful product for our clients. Now, the first brand pillar that we have, this is all about making our guests feel special. And they will feel special the minute they board our ship and they're greeted by our bellhops, our senior officers. The ships are so absolutely stunning and gorgeous. They know they're in for something special the minute they board. You know, there's an electricity on board our ships, a feeling in the atmosphere and the air. And I like to say that every single night on board a Cunard ship feels like it's New Year's Eve. There's just that excitement to it. And it really is something special that our guests really, really crave when they're rebooking vacations with us. They want that feeling of being special and, you know, that great excitement, that sense of occasion that we have every night. The second brand pillar that we have is that we wish to inspire our clients, and we do this through a number of ways. The first, of course, is from our carefully curated itineraries. You'll notice that Cunard's itineraries are generally longer than a mainstream cruise line because we build in more sea days for people to relax, recharge their batteries, unwind when they're on vacation, and also to utilize all the great services on board the beautiful ships that we have. So inspiring them is something that's very important to us. We also do this through our awards-winning insight speakers, which we'll talk about a little bit later on. We have some of the largest suites at sea. We have a number of ways to inspire our clients, and they truly do enjoy this aspect of sailing with us as well. Now, the last brand pillar that Cunard has is the fact that we want our guests to enjoy the freedom. Now, this could be the freedom to dress up or to dress more casually. It's your choice. The freedom to do as much or as little as you want on our cruises. Nothing is regimented, and you don't have to follow any guide or calendar day-by-day events of what you're doing. It's all your vacation, and it is what you make it. And lastly, and most importantly, is we wish our clients to enjoy the freedom of space. Now, when we talk about freedom of space, let's look at our product, because we have the largest ships in the luxury market. And let's be honest, folks, sometimes large ships and luxury don't often go hand in hand. So it's really important that you understand we have built our ships specifically for the luxury guest. So what does that mean? We want to make sure that they still enjoy the luxury that they do on a smaller ship. So when they come to us, we've got more real estate, which offers more Broadway-style entertainment shows, more restaurants, more dining facilities, all those great entertainment venues that sadly you just don't have real estate for on a smaller ship. We've got all of that for you. However, what we don't have for your clients is the crowded deck space and the lineups. That is something that we really strictly believe against. And how do we do that? Well, we've got the largest suites at sea, some up to 2,400 square feet, which eats up a lot of real estate. However, we also cap the capacity on our ships. For example, Queen Mary 2, our flagship, that ship, when she is fully loaded, holds 2,600 guests. But a ship of her tonnage could easily hold 4,500 guests. So you can see there's lots of open deck space, no lineups, because we do have so much space for everyone. When we look at Queen Victoria, Queen Elizabeth, those ships hold roughly 2,000 guests, and again, could accommodate 3,500 with the tonnage that the ship provides. Our newest ship, Queen Anne, she holds roughly 3,500 when she's fully loaded. Again, could hold 4,500 passengers with her tonnage. So really important to know that we do have the space that goes along with being a luxury brand. None of that is being diminished when we talk about this brand with our guests. So there's several myths about Cunard. Because we are nearly 184 years old, there's a few myths. The first is that we are too expensive. This is not the case at all. Our inside through balcony Britannia accommodations are often priced lower than our sister brands, Princess and Holland America, simply because we need to be more competitive in the marketplace. So don't discredit Cunard and think, oh, it's too expensive for my clients, because we really do have a price point for everybody. We believe that luxury is defined by each and individual guest on board our ship. And if your clients save for 5 years and decide that an inside cabin with us is their definition of luxury, then welcome them aboard. We want to show them an absolutely amazing time. The other myth is that we are too stuffy and too formal. I'll get to that one in just a moment. We've relaxed our dress code, and I'll show you that on the very next slide. And of course, the last myth is that we have a class structure and we're very stuffy and boring. That is just not the case. Victorian England has left our ships, and we have brought them into the modern era where things are just playful and lots of fun. So all we're doing is we are pairing accommodation with a dining facility. So our Britannia accommodations, that's what we call inside through balcony. All of those guests will eat in our beautiful Britannia dining room. Then we have our Princess Grills, which are mini suites, and those people will eat in our Princess Grill dining room. And of course, Queen's Grill, the top and the epitome of luxury, they will dine in the Queen's Grill dining room. Now, this is not so foreign to you anymore. I'm quite sure all of you are seeing this, because most major cruise brands are emulating what we're doing to achieve this real exclusivity on board the ships. So, for example, the Celebrity has the Retreat class, Norwegian, and the Haven. I could go on, but most cruise lines are emanating what we've done for 183 years. So hopefully that dispels the myth about the class structure. Let's go back to that too formal and too stuffy. We were the most formal cruise line out there, and believe it or not, our guests dressed like Downton Abbey every single night for dinner in the past. This is not the way it is today, and not what our guests expect anymore, at least some of them, or most of them. Women, you know, the ladies always look so fantastic on our ships. They can get away with anything. It's pretty much us guys that are the bad apples that, have to, dress code has to be enforced because of us. But I'm really happy to tell you that we relaxed the dress code, so a gentleman no longer has to wear a jacket and a tie to enter the dining room on regular evenings. So as you can see in the orange golf shirt, he's wearing a golf shirt and a pair of khaki pants. He's good to go into the dining room. All we require is that they have a collar on their shirt. We do not accept t-shirts, shorts, jeans, flip-flops, or baseball caps, and we do strictly enforce that. On formal nights, a gentleman will be required to wear a tie and a jacket. It doesn't have to be a suit. It doesn't have to be a tuxedo, but they do need the jacket and tie to get in. Now, don't get me wrong. There is a whole group of people at Cunard whose idea of vacation is getting their fine clothes and their jewelry and living like the royal family for a week. And that's their choice. The great thing about our brand is it's playful luxury. The people who choose to dress will never look down their nose at the people who choose not to. Everybody just gets along, and it is really just a magnificent experience for everybody that chooses to participate. So let's have a look into these beautiful ships so you can see exactly what it is you're selling your clients. We are known for our grand spaces, and we do have some of the largest grand spaces on the seas. And of course, this is because we have the largest ships and we've got that beautiful real estate to put in these beautiful venues. We are the only cruise line in the world on Queen Mary 2 that has a planetarium. This is called Illuminations. And this is just so fantastic for our clients because we have 16 complimentary shows in here every single day that show the celestial skies so they can see all the planets and stars. And when we're not using this venue as a planetarium, we have beautiful 3D movies projected into the planetarium where our guests can sit back, relax, and enjoy a fantastic first-rate film. Of course, Cunard is also known for the largest dance floors at sea. All 4 of our ships have these beautiful dance floors. We have live dancing every single night to an orchestra. Various different types of music are in here. We have dance lessons. And on many of our voyages, we even have gentlemen hosts that will ask our single lady travelers to dance. On our formal nights, we have gala balls held in the Queen's Room where all of the guests would put on a costume, perhaps if it was a Roaring Twenties, maybe a masquerade ball, or just dress up in formal attire and come down and see these great balls and have a fantastic evening dancing the night away. Moving along from that, up in the Grills Terrace, we have a very small area on the top deck of the ship that is reserved for our Grills guests. So I want to clarify, when we talk about class structure, there is none. Remember, I told you that all we're doing is pairing accommodation with the stateroom and the dining facility. When it comes to the Grills, this is our top cream of the crop luxury product for our guests. There is a small outdoor sun terrace as well as a cocktail lounge in between Princess and Queen's Girls restaurant. Other than that, the entire ship is open to everybody. But you know, we did need some extra little treats for our Grills guests, so we've added those in just to make it an even more comfortable and exclusive experience for them. Now, moving along throughout the ship, more beautiful grand spaces. This is the Corinthian Lounge on Queen Mary 2. On Queen Victoria and Queen Elizabeth and Queen Anne, this is called the Cafe Corinthia, or the Corinthia Cafe. Beautiful teas and coffees, and there's a full bar in here. Snacks and pastries available throughout the day, all complimentary. It is just a beautiful, beautiful venue on our ship for our guests to enjoy. And of course, while most cruise lines are taking libraries off because they need the real estate, Cunard is still very both feet firmly planted that we need libraries on our ships. They are 2 stories in height. They've got 15,000 novels and a bookstore. Our computers are in here for our computer cafe for guests to use. And it is just a really relaxing, quiet area of the ship to enjoy. Up top deck in the Yacht Club, this is our nightclub during the night. It's used for a number of reasons as well, but you can see this is just a beautiful venue. And you know what really strikes me is when you're looking at all the public pictures of our ships, take notice of the space, how far apart the chairs are from one another. We don't crowd people in, and that's not a COVID response. That is simply just because we want guests to enjoy the freedom of space. So hopefully these pictures will showcase some of that for you as well. Now, I'd like to show you some of the signature features that Cunard is truly famous for, because we have products on board our ships that you just don't find anywhere else. And some that you do, but we do it better, we do it different. And I want to explain why. So the first thing I want to share with you today is our White Star service. I recently had a meeting with the hotel general manager on Queen Elizabeth, and I said to him, why, in your opinion, is it that we excel so much with customer service, and why our guests keep coming back over and over? And he said, hands down, without even thinking about it, he said, it's our level of service. We really, truly do have training and standards on board our vessels that you don't see through a lot of other cruise brands. The training is just extensive. We have a program called the White Star Service Academy, and it is 4 days in length of 8 hours each day, practically. Some a little bit shorter, a little bit longer, but you can tell it is intensive. Our crew really go through formalities of training on how to anticipate our guests' needs and how to be able to deliver products, even when we can't supply what the guest is asking for. We always have alternatives and just a level of training that exceeds every other brand out there. So you know your clients are in very good hands with our White Star service program. Now, every cruise brand out there offers an afternoon tea service, but Cunard really does it well. We are quintessentially British, and this is an event for us. Every day at 3:30, the Queen's Room doors open, and our parade of white-clad uniformed waiters come out with silver trays with beautiful finger sandwiches, tea biscuits with scones, clotted creams, beautiful jams, as well as all those great pastries. And not to mention a brand of tea exclusively made for Cunard by Twinings. You cannot buy this tea anywhere on the planet. You can only enjoy it on afternoon tea at Cunard. So this is something very, very special that we're very, very proud of. We have upwards of 400 people a day that come down to have tea in the Queen's Room. So it's a big hit with our clients as well. Now, as mentioned, we've got those great big dance floors on the sea. The largest in existence is Queen Mary 2. However, the other ships are very close seconds in size. It's also important to note that the dance floors are sprung, so they bounce very easily when our dancers glide across them, and it truly is an amazing time. Now, I apologize for this slide being in here again. This is all about illuminations. We talked about that already, so I'll glance quickly over that one and go right into the Mareel Spa. Now, Mareel means derived from the ocean, and we have 2 decks. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, 2 decks of spa services that are just amazing. And this is a big part of our curated itineraries where we build in extra space and sea days, because our customers just really, truly want to unwind, relax, and enjoy the services on the ship. So the spa is a big, big thing for them. I really want to mention to you as well that we have a whole lineup of event voyages. Now, these are available on our travel advisor web portal, onesourcecruises.com. They are also available in most of our brochures. This page is taken right out of there. Event voyages are something that we put together where like-minded people have the same interests, are all going to bond together and travel on these great programs. So it could be London Theatre Week, where we're hosting, an awards show on board the ship. Great Broadway productions, as well as theater from the West End. Could be Fashion Week. It could be a culinary journey. We have lots of event voyages and something to be looked at, and maybe it'll even help you sell a cruise or two if you know a client is interested in one of the topics we have on board. Another thing that you can only find on Cunard, I don't even know where you'd find this on land, is fencing lessons. We have 6 people at a time, a few times during the cruise where we will do these fencing lessons. Now, this can be brand new people who've never tried it before, such as myself, or we also have experts who are just in and want to practice and show their skills. So it's a lot of fun just to put on the outfits. There's no sharp edge on the sword, so nobody can get hurt. And it truly is just one of those fun things that you can say you did on your vacation. Also, just to remind our travel partners viewing, we do have an extensive lineup of celebrations at sea. We do actual weddings, engagements, renewal of vows, you name it. We have celebrations at sea with the perfect package for your clients, where we take care of absolutely everything. All you need to do is book them on board the ship, and we will take care of the rest. Now, one of the other features I really want to mention about Cunard is our children's programs. I know that sounds kind of strange too, because luxury and children's programs do not often go hand in hand either. However, because we are as old as we are, we had to develop a children's program when people were traveling from the old world to the new. And we've kept this going throughout the years. Now, why this is important is because Cunard really does not carry a lot of children. However, we do still have the 3 different age groups of children's programs that you're used to from every major cruise brand. The difference with us is that even when we're fully loaded, we may have 40 children on board. So they get more personalized attention, and they get more detail, and they have more fun because it's smaller crowds. Another thing that we're really proud of with our children's programs is, in fact, children with autism and families with autism in them love to sail with Cunard, because our camp counselors are specifically trained on how to deal with special needs children, how to make them feel welcome and comfortable and make them at ease while they're enjoying the program. And because they're smaller groups, there's not that often that big loud noise which can set them off or upset them, and those large crowds which really make it difficult for them to enjoy. So think about that. If you've got any clients that have autism in the family, we are so perfectly fitted for them. And when I say 40 children on a voyage, that's probably Alaska. Other voyages, there's probably even less than that. So think about that. We are the great opportunity for children who want to travel with us. And we are seeing so many multi-generational families. This is a new trend that's come up with Cunard as well. Prior to the pandemic, Grandma and Grandpa would say, sure, we're taking the whole family on vacation and we're going to pay for it. But, you know, since the grandchildren are coming, let's go on Royal Caribbean or one of those other great brands that has bumper cars and water slides for the children. But not anymore. Now we're seeing Grandma and Grandpa are still saying they're going to pay for the vacation, but you're going to travel in the luxury and the accommodation that we're used to traveling in. And they're introducing their younger cruisers into a much more elevated experience with Cunard. So lots of changes we're seeing and market trends evolving after the pandemic. Now, I just want to make sure you're all aware that on transatlantic crossings, so that is only the Queen Mary 2 only, between New York and London, Hamburg, or Paris, we offer kennel services for our dogs and cats. This is just a tremendous opportunity. The 7-day crossing acts as the quarantine period. So if a passenger boards with their dog in New York, when they get to the other side of the pond, all they have to do is walk off. The quarantine period has been achieved. We handle all the paperwork for customs and immigrations. It is truly a great way for your pets to travel in a lovely experience as well. So they do sell out very quickly. That kennels@cunard.com email address is there to help you with everything that you need as far as what's sold out, how far in advance do I have to book, how do I get waitlisted, all of those kinds of things. So make sure you're aware of that. It is a really great experience for the dogs. Parents get to go up anytime they want to visit their dogs. There is a kennel master who sleeps in the same building, who's always there with the dogs. They get fresh baked dog biscuits from our galley every single day and the best quality of food. At 2:30 in the afternoon, we do something called Releasing the Hounds, and we close all of the decks on the top gate. All of the gates on the top deck, and we release the dogs to their owners to take them for walks. And it's just amazing to see how many people come from below decks to see these beautiful dogs. So great thing on board Cunard, exclusive to us. Now, I just want to take you on a very quick tour of who the Cunard guest is, because we often hear from our travel advisor partners that you don't have any Cunarders in your database. And the truth is, we all have a lot of them. So here are 4 different groups that sail with Cunard and will help you determine which of your database members you could put on board our ships. So the first, very easily, is Cunarders. Cunarders is a term for past passengers, people who have sailed with us. They love the brand already. This is a no-brainer. They come back to us time and time again. The majority of these people are in their 60s. That's our average age group, is 60. However, it has been reduced to 50 on Alaska, and we're even seeing a set of professionals in their mid-40s who are traveling with us looking for an upscale experience. But back to Cunarders. These people know exactly what they want. They know that many of our unique itineraries happen once a year, and if they want a specific itinerary or cabin, they need to book early to get what they want. And nearly a quarter of these people will book at least a year in advance. So we're excited about these people. Again, a no-brainer. They love the brand and they will come back asking for it. The second group of people that we have is those wanting the very best. Now, these are our Queen's Grill Suite customers. And I would say to you, if you have anyone interested in traveling, say from a different luxury brand, and they're looking for something different just because they want a bigger ship that has more activities on board, make sure you put luxury guests to luxury on Cunard. They want to go from luxury to Queen's Grill. Going down to a balcony would be a step down for them. They need to stay in the same style of luxury and accommodations, food quality, food preparation and service that they're accustomed to on other luxury brands. And with us, that is the grills. So these people have a lot of money. They want the very best, and that's what they get. And that's who they're booking with us to get that great experience, the White Star service and all that goes with it. So let's look at probably the majority of your database. The first group here, non-cruisers who would love us. Believe it or not, as Charlie said earlier, there are so very many people who have never cruised yet. And a lot of these people, what they see on TV or the movies is maybe not their cup of tea. However, what they know about Cunard excites them. 32% of these people said they know who Cunard is, and they would actually really enjoy trying the brand. It's just never really leveraged or positioned to them in their list of options that they get from their travel advisor. So don't be afraid to present us to them. They've heard of us and they are eager to try this new exciting brand. They see that what we offer is very different than what you get on major mass market cruise lines and premium brands. And they're looking for something that is going to really excite their attitude towards cruising. So make sure you think about these people as well. If they've never cruised before, we are the perfect brand to introduce them to something a little bit different. Okay. Now, this last group, this is probably the largest group in your database that is booking with us. And this is where the biggest market trend comes in. So first, I'll just explain who these group of people are. They're cruisers that are wanting more. These are people that have traveled on brand XYZ for the last 10 years of their life. They're very much so in love with their preferred cruise brand. They still are. However, they're experiencing maybe repeating dinner menus, maybe repeated entertainment options. We're seeing after the pandemic that people are coming back and saying that things are a little bit different. We're now experiencing mediocre food. We're seeing larger ships with larger lineups and more crowds. We're seeing more noise, and we just want something different and something upscale. And that is exactly where they are coming to us. So this brings me to the point about the biggest marketing trend in our company's 184-year history. This is mind-blowing to us. Upwards of 70% of our business in 2024 has been new to brand. I'll let that sink in a minute. That is unbelievable, especially to us. Upwards of 70% of our business is new to brand. So we went to a lot of the major big consortia in the country, Ensemble, Signature, Expedia, you name it. We went to these great cruise suppliers and we said to them, why are your clients suddenly, after 184 years, all of a sudden now booking us as new to brand? And the answer came back the same from every consortia out there. And that is what I just finished telling you about. Since the pandemic, people are saying there's changes that they're noticing. Mediocre food, longer lineups, more crowds. They're looking for something upscale and new, and they are coming to us in droves. They are loving the product, and they are sticking with us and rebooking on board. So it's a great opportunity for you to get clients on board our ships and then have them climb that ladder into true luxury, into the grills. It's a beautiful way to do it. Now, think about our ships. Those ships were built for the luxury market. Even an inside cabin, though, can go anywhere on the ship, with the exception of the Queen's Grill Lounge and the restaurant. So if you take them from their existing product, put them on our ship, they're getting that little taste of luxury, that wow factor of how beautiful and decadent our ships are without the big sticker shock. That is something really nice for them. They're experiencing that upscale, which is exactly what they wanted, and they're sticking around. So make sure you're aware of that and you're offering to put your passengers on Cunard, because they are not going to be disappointed. Now on to our beautiful new ship. Charlie made mention of this at the beginning. He was on our VIP experience in Southampton on the Queen Anne when she was just launched on May 3rd. What an exciting event. As he mentioned, this is our 249th ship in our fleet over the years, currently sailing as our number 4 ship, but we are so very excited to have her join us just because a number of reasons. So we have taken with this beautiful ship the storied, fabled part of our past. We've kept all the traditional aspects that make Cunard who we are, but we've put a great modern spin on it and brought this ship into the future with some incredible new improvements. And I'm going to start by rolling a film on the next slide, which will showcase the food, the new specialty dining options being available or being made available on Queen Anne by our new executive chef, Michelle Roux. Enjoy.
Queen Anne's alternative dining offering is really exciting, and I am thrilled to be part of it. There's a fantastic world of dining experiences to explore, all with one common thread. Wonderful ingredients, lovingly prepared. Food to create memories. I'll be curating some fabulous dishes for the Golden Lion Pub, a rustic yet refined reimagining of great pub classics. Can't wait to share them with you. But if it's not pub fare you're after, there's a whole host of other offerings. and I look forward to discovering them too. Tramonto will be offering a taste of the Mediterranean. Simple, fresh, and sun-soaked flavors. Sushi and sake will be on offer at Ajiwa, a fresh take on Japanese cuisine and a first for Cunard. Sir Samuel's is a culinary coupling of land and sea. Expect signature steaks and fruits de mer platters. And for a journey through the spice regions of India, Aranya promises to bring layers of color and vibrancy. I can't wait to sample all that's on offer and to share my plans with you, but most of all, to welcome you on board.
We're so excited about that and getting some tremendous reviews on these new restaurants. And that is all in addition to what Cunard really had there in the first place. So we've still got the Golden Lion Pub, we've got the Britannia restaurant, all the Queen's Grills, dining room, all of it is still there. We've just got more additions for you. So I'm seeing lots of hearts flight by. Yeah, I kind of thinking I'm getting kind of hungry. It's almost noon in the West Coast. Time to get some lunch. So before we do that, let's look at the beautiful accommodations and some of the public rooms on board Queen Anne, because we are thrilled with the way she has turned out. So inside cabins, we do have them. Some of our passengers absolutely love them. They just love how quiet and dark it is when you close the room. They get to sleep and they do enjoy them. But you can see that they are still very elegantly appointed, with all the amenities that you would find in higher category staterooms. Even in the bathrooms and inside cabins, we have the toiletries made from the same company in London that provides toiletries to the royal family. So it is just luxury, even from our inside cabins up. When we go into the next category, of course, our balconies are spacious and beautiful, very similar in size as well as layout that you might find on other cruise brands. Just note that we've got that little extra touch that takes us into the luxury market. The beautiful finishings in the room, windows are made and lamps are made to look like portholes, beautiful furnishings throughout, and just that little extra bit of space. Something I really want to make sure all of you understand is balcony and below is shower only. If we do wish to move up into a bathtub, that would be the next category up, which would be our beautiful Princess Grills suites. Now, these are mini suites comparable to other brands. So with us, though, they're very luxurious and very well appointed. It's such a lovely nautical theme. There's gold leaf embedded into the fabric headboard above the bed that shimmers in the air conditioning or when you have the door open. Again, the lamps are made to look like portholes. The carpet is made to look reminiscent as if someone has dropped a pebble in it and the rings are spreading throughout. Separate living room here with 2 televisions, beautiful desk area, as well as a built-in bar, and the bathroom in this does have a shower tub combination. So lots of great different opportunities for your clients. Moving up into Queen's Grill, there are several different types of categories, and believe there are 8 different categories of Queen's Grill suites, right up to the Q1, which you're looking at now, which is the grandest suite at sea. And this is truly amazing. You know, it's got lots of room for entertaining, a separate bedroom, floor to ceiling glass windows. Even in the bedroom, the bed faces glass windows so that you can look out in the morning. Even in the marble bathtub overlooks the ocean through windows. So really great accommodations available to our guests there. The grand lobby of Queen Anne is spectacular in her own right. So no longer just a shore excursions desk and a purser's office. This has become a people gathering area of the ship. Lots to see and do here. You can see the open decks up above the main floor line where we'll have piano music wafting in or different entertainment. So it'll always be a very lively gathering place for our clients to enjoy. Now, the Royal Court Theatre on board this ship is absolutely spectacular and a brand new design for us. In the daytime, this is used for our Insights speaker, our award-winning Insights team. But we also have 2 brand new Broadway shows that were written exclusively for Queen Anne, and that is, of course, Imagination and Let's Dance. Direct from Broadway and the West End of London is David View's production of Pride and Prejudice, Well, sort of. And that takes place after Jane Austen. So that is available for our guests, as well as a brand new production show that just went in, a very beautiful rendition of Noel Coward's Private Lives. So all great theater available on board the ship. The pavilion on board this ship is just an amazing venue. We've been told by many guests it's their favorite place on the ship. The beautiful royal blue pool and the tiles adjacent to it just make it such a beautiful area. In the daytime, this is used for, of course, movies under stars, as well as sail away parties. At nighttime, it transforms into a silent disco. Again, movies under the stars, a wide variety of usage from this room. It's going to be a lot of fun. The Queen's Room on this ship is, of course, still the largest dance floor at sea. And on this ship, it is round, which makes a lot of sense because the clients move around in the circular shape when they're dancing. So lots of great stuff in that area. This is where our afternoon tea is held, as well as dance classes, exercise classes. This room is really always being utilized on the ship. So lots of great people watching in here as well. Now, I'm really excited to show you this. This is the Bright Lights Society, and the name was derived from the fact that Cunard was the very first ocean liner out there that ever had electric lights on board. So our brand new entertainment complex, Bright Lights Society, hosts an array of nightly entertainment, and it's different every night. On the next slide, I'm going to roll film here that gives you a quick teaser of what your clients can expect in Bright Lights Society. So enjoy this. About that new venue, again getting great reviews, so we're thrilled to have that on board the ship. Hope you enjoyed that very brief look at the Queen Anne. I hope a lot of you get to experience it firsthand as she sails around the world, and you might be able to hop on and enjoy her beauty. Before I go today, I just want to share some new itineraries with you. You're probably familiar with our Alaska season running round trip out of Vancouver, and that is the case for 2024. In 2025, we're very thrilled to say that our Alaska project is moving to Seattle for an array of 7, 10, and 11 night voyages, all round trip out of Seattle. And that's happening from June through September 2025. Now, at the end of that Alaska season, the ship will reposition from Seattle or San Francisco through the Panama Canal into the port of Miami. So this is a great opportunity to get your clients on that beautiful Panama Canal experience. However, once that ship lands in Miami, the Queen Elizabeth is going to be home ported there from October all the way through till April 2026, hosting a series of 9, 12, and 21 night Caribbean voyages. Now, Cunard has never done this before ever in our history, so we're counting on you to help us sell that, but we're so excited about this new product. It's going to be amazing for all of our guests to really enjoy an upscale experience in the Caribbean. Now, we do have many, many itineraries. I just want to showcase 3 of them really quickly for you here. Obviously, all sailing round trip out of Miami down into the Caribbean. We've just got different lengths and different ports of call available for all of your clients to enjoy. Some even obviously over the holidays, so there's no cooking or cleaning, and the ships are decorated impeccably. So Christmas and New Year's is going to be a special time with us as well down there. So please don't forget about us when your clients are inquiring about these great itineraries in the Caribbean. We have something really special to offer for all of your clients. So We have a limited time offer right now, still running till the end of June for another full month. Your clients will be able to get a complimentary location upgrade on us for anything they're booking into 2027. Important that you understand, a complimentary location upgrade is not ocean view to balcony. It's, we're going to sell you the lowest price balcony that we have, probably the front or the back of the ship, and move you as far center as you can. So it's a location upgrade. Also comes with onboard credit. It's a great value, combines with your groups and other amenities. So really layer on the value to give the best of the best experience for your clients. Now, as I mentioned, we're on sale right through to 2027. A lot of people question where we travel. You know, I feel like Cunard's been in business 184 years, but we're almost like the brand new up and coming cruise line in North America because so many people are asking for us by name. So I thought I'd finish today's presentation with a great video showcasing where around the world we actually sail. So enjoy. Well, thank you all for joining us today. Before we go, you may have noticed there was a little prize drawing here for a $100 Amazon card for one lucky attendee at the webinar today. And you know, I know how busy you are, and I just want to thank you for taking time out of your crazy schedules to learn a little bit more about us. Hopefully this helped you in some ways to celebrate and to help you sell this to the perfect clients in your database. And I want to reward one of you today with that $100 gift card. And happy to say that Baxter Media did a random draw during the presentation today. And the winner is Elaine C. from Onvigo. Onvigo? Hopefully I'm saying that right. You are the lucky winner of a $100 gift card. Please shoot me an email so I know if you're Canadian or American so I can send you the right currency, and we'll get that off to you right away quick. So with that, I would like to say thank you and goodbye, and I'm going to turn this back over to Eilish to see if there's any questions from our viewers today.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Wade. That was a really fantastic presentation, and you're getting a lot of comments saying, awesome presentation, can't wait to cruise Cunard. You're a great presenter, great webinar, excellent presentation. And Annabella said that I'm so impressed and excited for my trip this June.
Oh,
and
good.
Hakam also said, I'm totally impressed with this, never experienced the brand, but would love to explore further, especially the Panama cruise. So love to see all those comments. I don't actually see any questions.
Okay, well, that's a good
thing. Yeah.
You know, there is one thing I forgot to mention for all of our viewers at home. If you are familiar with onesourcecruises.com, this is our travel advisor portal that we share with Princess Holland and Seabourn. If you go there and you toggle over to Cunard and then click on training, you're going to see a lot of ship tours listed in Vancouver and New York. I believe some in San Francisco. We're going to expand this around the world, but that's what we've got listed right now. And you can simply register there to get on a ship tour and see this beautiful product. Come and have lunch with us, and we would love to welcome you. So sign up for those as well, please.
That sounds great. And seeing as we have no questions, we'll let you all go. But have a great rest of your day, everyone. Take care. And thank you so much to Wade and to Charlie as well for the CLIA update.
Absolutely. Thanks, Charlie. Good seeing everybody again. Bye for now.
Bye, everyone. Take care.